A startling new cyber-espionage campaign is exploiting a clever disguise to infiltrate organizations across Asia and the Middle East, using malicious Windows shortcut files cleverly hidden alongside what appear to be legitimate PDF newsletters. But here's where it gets controversial. These seemingly harmless files are part of a highly sophisticated operation linked to APT-37, a North Korean-affiliated hacking group known for its precise and targeted attacks. The attackers send out compressed archives containing a PDF named National Intelligence Research Society newsletter, paired with a malicious shortcut file, LNK, that shares the same name. However, when a user clicks on the shortcut, it doesn't open the newsletter as expected. Instead, it triggers a hidden PowerShell script that runs malicious code directly in the computer's memory. This technique is particularly dangerous because it leaves no trace on the hard drive, allowing the malware to evade traditional antivirus software that relies on scanning files stored on disk. This campaign is far-reaching, targeting institutions in countries such as South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, India, China, Russia, and throughout the Middle East. According to telemetry data from Palo Alto Networks, there has been a staggering increase in malware using LNK files, from about 21,098 unique malicious samples in 2023 to an alarming 68,392 in 2024. Security researchers analyzed 30,000 of the latest samples and identified 4 main attack methods: exploit execution, malicious file execution, scripts embedded in arguments, and overlay execution. What makes these Windows shortcut files so deceptive is how Windows Explorer hides the .lnk extension by default, making the shortcut appear as a normal PDF or document icon. Attackers exploit this by assigning familiar icons and file names, tricking users into clicking on them without suspicion. A deep dive into the LNK file format reveals how these shortcuts enable stealthy attacks. Malicious LNK files often embed harmful commands directly in the command line arguments field and invoke trusted system utilities like PowerShell, command.exe, mshta.exe, or conhost.exe to execute their payloads. Additionally, these files can contain overlay data, extra hidden content that remains invisible unless triggered by specific commands, adding another layer of stealth. And this is the part most people miss. The campaign cleverly uses popular cloud storage services such as Dropbox, pCloud, and Yandex Disk as covert communication channels for command and control (C2) operations. Instead of connecting to suspicious or unknown servers, the malware blends its traffic with legitimate cloud service usage, making detection by security teams much more challenging. This multi-layered approach, combining deceptive file naming, fileless execution techniques, memory-only payloads, and seemingly benign network activity, demonstrates a new level of sophistication in cyber-espionage. The wide geographic scope, targeting everything from academic and research institutions to government and defense organizations, strongly suggests a global intelligence gathering agenda. So, how can organizations protect themselves? The first step is awareness. Users and IT administrators should be highly cautious of any shortcut files masquerading as documents, especially when received via email or compressed archives. A simple but effective method is to right-click on suspicious shortcuts and check their target properties for unusual command line arguments or executable paths. Security tools should be configured to scan LNK attachments thoroughly, quarantine suspicious archive contents, and monitor file creation activities, particularly those that launch PowerShell or similar system utilities. Defenders should also watch for telltale signs such as hidden PowerShell processes, payloads that only run in memory, and unusual cloud-based C2 communication patterns. Network policies might need to be updated to restrict or log unexpected use of cloud storage platforms for command and control purposes. This campaign raises important questions. Are current security measures enough to detect such stealthy attacks? Should organizations reconsider how they monitor cloud service usage? And how much trust should we place in file extensions and icons when they can be so easily faked? We invite you to share your thoughts. Do you agree that this represents a new frontier in cyber-espionage? Or is it just an evolution of old tactics? Your insights could spark a vital conversation about the future of cybersecurity. If you notice any inaccuracies or have concerns about this report, Arabian Post is committed to delivering the most reliable information. Please reach out to our editorial team at editor.thearabianpost.com so we can address your feedback promptly and maintain the highest journalistic standards. Legal disclaimer. Menafen provides this information as is without any warranty. We do not accept responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or legality of the content. For any complaints or copyright issues, please contact the original content provider directly.